Hi everybody, welcome to the Fragrance Sessions with Lady V. My name is Kamu Khelopuane, and next to me we have the one and only Lady V. How you doing?
Good as always, Kamu. Good as always. How are you?
I'm great. This is our second episode. Now we're gonna get into the tips, all the things that we never thought we needed. But let's dive into it. Lady V, what makes a fragrance a premium fragrance?
Perception and quality. The reason I say perception is if a brand positions itself as premium, we generally accept that it is premium. Premium usually comes at a premium. So that's where that phrase comes from. I mean, it generally costs a bit more. But that being said, quality, sometimes you can get, and often you can get good quality fragrances at fabulous prices. I mean, that's what we're all about at Dis-Chem. So, yeah, I'd say it's a double, there's two sides to it. You can get good quality, premium level fragrances for fabulous prices, and then you can get good quality premium fragrances at premium prices. But then there's also the premium fragrances at crazy prices that really just are selling a brand.
Sure.
And there are others that trump them big time.
Let's dive deeper into what you just said. So would it be because of the ingredients that are used, or is it because of the brand story behind it? What exactly would it be?
I refer to it as an onion.
Okay.
So an onion has various layers. And with every brand, there are layers to the brand. So I would say that it's a number of factors. It's how the brand is positioned by their marketing team, who is connected to the brand, what is the level that it is positioned at in terms of price. But then it also comes down to the quality of the ingredients, the packaging. Packaging design has become something of a crowd puller. I mean, if you think back 50, 60 years ago, most fragrances were in either round bottles or rectangular bottles. That was what it was, and the outer box was maybe different colors with the brand on it. Whereas today, we have anything and everything. You can see the famous Mugler Alien bottle. A lot of people think that the top of this bottle is the actual alien face, right? And they think that this is the clothing, but it actually isn't. This is actually the famous alien claw. So when you watch an alien ad, you'll see that the lady always has long talons, and this denotes the alien talon. So there's also a story to a brand. And every brand has a story. So, I mean, there we have Emily in Paris. I'm sure you all know what that is about. Paco Rabanne, 1 million, supposed to emulate a gold bar. In this case, it's actually has the jeweled green area because it is the Oud range. Adidas, famous sports brand. Red Door, everybody knows Red Door from Elizabeth Arden. It literally is supposed to look like a red door. So, I think that brand speaks to people's emotions, speaks to how they perceive themselves, how they want to be seen. So if you peel off the different layers of the onion, when you get to the heart of it, it's all about personal choice. And how good a marketing team is how they can position a brand to speak to that inside of your onion, to be able to say to you, Kamu, you want me more than you want that one or that one or that one.
Sure.
And obviously things have evolved over time, and we have a lot of brand influencers that have taken the world by storm. I do think that a lot of our consumers will follow the authenticity of who is telling them about a brand. You know, back in the day, it was if you were in school or in work and you met somebody and they smelled amazing and you said to them, oh, what are you wearing? And they would tell you, and then you'd be like, oh, I need to smell like that. And for me, that's the worst thing ever, because why would you want to smell like everyone else? But, you know, that's how things have evolved. It was word of mouth. Yeah. Our word of mouth has become technologically developed.
And how important is packaging when it comes to fragrances and the fragrance experience?
So I think packaging is everything. You can have a fabulous juice, but let's be honest, you want the fragrance before you smell it. In many instances, you see it on a billboard, you see it in a magazine, you see it online. You want it because it looks intriguing. I also think a lot of people have become collectors. So because we have such dynamic packaging in terms of these beautiful bottles, they have become collectible. You know, in the early times in the Elizabethan court, where Catherine de Medici, in her time in the French court, she had a personal perfumer who used to have a private entrance underground, where they now have the Louvre, and he would access her chambers and bring her fragrance that he developed for her. And in those days, it wasn't about what the bottle looked like. It was purely just they would blend specific blends for specific people. And it was always royals and people of a very high standing in society. And from there, it developed, and people felt the need that they wanted to also have it. It used to be an extremely expensive and rare commodity. And in another episode, we'll get into that, because that's a very interesting conversation on its own. But it used to be just in these beautiful little bottles, and you would have your Camus bottle, and they would blend and they would put it in there for you, and that would be it. Whereas now it's commercial. So, you know, as we all wear different brands and we all wear different clothing, so we wear different fragrances now, and we want to have a collection.
So does it really influence how people perceive the perfume or the brand?
Yes and no.
Okay, tell me how.
Right, so yes, in terms of everyday public, I want to say Joe public, who is looking for a fragrance and wants something that's going to be stand out. A lot of people want to carry their fragrance with them. They want people to see it. People buy fragrances for different reasons in certain packaging. So I know, particularly in the Gen Z pop, everybody wants to know, like, they want people to know, I'm wearing Paco Rabanne or I'm wearing Hugo Boss. You know, they want to be able to vase.
Yeah.
But then you get the next level, and that is niche fragrance, which is generally in very simplistic packaging, very simplistic bottles. It's speaking more to classic than trend. That being said, the fragrances are extremely trendy, and they are obviously trending on TikTok and other social platforms, purely because they are well-known brands who've been around forever. Yeah. So I think it's all about personal choice.
Lady V, for collectors,
yes,
how do we protect the fragrances for long term? How do we protect them in terms of storage and all of that?
Okay, so you were asking me about packaging earlier.
Yes.
So I know a lot of people want to have the collectible bottles and they want them on display. It's not a good idea, because generally where you have it on display will be on a dressing table. For guys, you want to put it in the bathroom in a shower where there's a shower and there's a lot of humidity, which is a really bad idea. The reason for that is because temperature plays a massive role in how well your fragrance is stored, how long it lives. So definite no-nos. No temperature fluctuation. So you don't want it to be on a dressing table where you've got the sun coming through the window in the morning and it's in the sunlight and the heat, and then it goes away in the afternoon. You are shortening the life of your fragrance, and because there's alcohol in the fragrances, it also will evaporate. So you don't want to do that. You definitely don't want it in a bathroom. I know, especially you guys, I know you do it. Don't pretend you don't. Please don't keep it in the bathroom. Please keep it in a cool, dark place, preferably in a cupboard that has almost no light. You open it, you close it. And then if you don't have something like that and you have a drawer or something somewhere, keep it in the box. The box protects it from sunlight. The other thing is, guys, and I'm not picking on the guys, but seriously, they love to do this, is they love to put their fragrance in their tog bag and take it to the gym. But guess what? It sits in the boot of the car for half the day. And this is why your fragrance changes color. This is why suddenly the levels seem to drop and you think, who's using it? So you need to keep it in a cool, dry place. And if you can keep it in the original packaging, even better.
Yeah. In terms of packaging, again, what's the difference between having the fragrance inside a glass bottle and a plastic bottle?
So I must be honest, longevity-wise, glass is always the best. The only fragrances that you will probably find in a plastic-type bottle will be a mist, a body mist, which has a very low percentile of fragrance in it. And it's not something that you're going to keep forever. You mist yourself multiple times a day because it doesn't have that lasting power. So glass is always best.
Lady V, you also spoke about how, the boys would keep their fragrances in the boot and it would lose the quality and all of that.
Yeah.
Which takes me to the question that does traveling with fragrances affect the quality? Maybe let's just dive deeper into that.
So it depends how you store it.
Okay.
I mean, if you're going on a trip, first of all, you don't want the extra weight of 100 ml bottle when you're going away for a weekend. Yeah. So, what's pretty cool is there are little atomizers that you can purchase that you can literally dispense your favorite fragrance into there. It's small enough to fit into your shower bag or your toiletry bag that you're putting in your suitcase. When you get to your destination, take it out, just make sure that it's in a nice, cool place. And I mean, ultimately, the way that the travel has changed, you don't really, I don't know many people that will travel with a full-size product anymore. The rules on planes, they've changed. And I've seen too many people have their favorite fragrance confiscated as they go through security.
Sure.
I mean, that would break my heart.
Yeah, me too.
So, the wonderful thing is that if you're an avid traveler, Dis-Chem has the most amazing 15 mils, 10 mils, 30 mils available. Those fit into the rules and guidelines of international and local air travel. Mm-hmm. Fabulous. Pop it in you can even carry it on your carry-on. If you want to freshen up, it's there to freshen up. I don't know if you've noticed, but when you sometimes get a gift set, there's a little 10 or 15 mil travel size.
Yes.
So, guys, you need to ask people to buy you these sets if you don't want to buy it yourself.
Yeah. Please buy for me. On that note, Lady V, tell us more about the fragrances at Dis-Chem.
Wow. Where do we start? How much time do we have? We got lots. So the one thing that I love about Dis-Chem is that we stock a fragrance for every person. Every person's wants, every person's dreams, every person's likes. You can pick up a fragrance for as little as 129 Rand, right up to well over close to 4,000 Rand a bottle. We have fragrances for every taste. So like I was saying earlier in the previous episode about the fragrance wheel, we have fragrances in our shops that come out of all the various areas of the fragrance wheel. So if you like spicy, sexy fragrances, we've got them. And you don't need to spend a fortune in order to be able to wear something spicy and sexy. We have fragrances for people who like something fresh, something light, something aromatic, floral. And the beauty of it is that we have such good consultants in the stores. You can really, I'm sure you've experienced it, right? You call on our stores quite regularly.
Yes.
And I mean, they are there. They give you the most wonderful tips. They are always well versed in terms of what's new, what's hip, what's happening.
Definitely.
And if you come into the shop and you want something specific and maybe we don't stock the brand, it doesn't mean that you need to leave, because like I said to you, in the fragrance wheel, there'll be something else that's very similar, and our team are there to help you choose it.
Amazing. Are there new additions or launches that are coming up available right now?
Many.
Tell us about it.
I can't tell you everything because on my board, I've literally got everything planned already until almost middle of next year.
Sure.
And many of them we are under non-disclosure agreements. But I can tell you that on average, we probably launch between 5 and 10 new fragrances a month.
Sure.
In Dis-Chem. We have some amazing ranges coming up. You cannot miss Christmas trade this year. We are launching a number of new exclusive lines under our Jean Arthez label, which is an exclusive brand to Dis-Chem. Comes out of Grasse, which is on the French Riviera in France. And the brand has been around for close to 45 years, very similar to the age of Dis-Chem pharmacies.
Sure.
So, yeah, there's really, and they're all amazing. There's a beautiful men's collection. There's a super premium niche quality range that I think the Gen Zs will absolutely eat up.
Lady V, I heard you. But are you saying I must wait till December to buy all these fragrances that you're telling me about right now?
No, never. No, I've got you, girl. 3rd week of October, Christmas catalog the first one will break. And keep your eyes peeled because there's a second one coming.
Sure.
So we're giving you a good 2 months to shop for Christmas particularly. But I mean, we all know everybody loves a gift.
Yeah.
And at Dis-Chem, you can get a gift every day. You can come into our shops. If you buy specific fragrances, you are bound to be surprised by a gift to you. And if you're looking for a birthday gift, a Mother's Day gift, a Father's Day gift, all year round, we've got you.
Okay. Lady V, I must say, I'm very much relieved because I don't have to wait till December to purchase my favorite fragrances. Now, let's get into this important, I think this is very important for me also.
Yeah.
Can you just expand on how important it is to have fragrances and how important for people to know about fragrances just beyond just smelling good?
So I believe that you're not fully clothed if you do not have your fragrance applied.
Sure.
I feel like it's part of a daily routine. It should be. There's nothing better than walking into a room or standing in a queue waiting to pay for something and somebody standing in front of you or behind you and smells amazing. It immediately sort of lifts your spirits and you start to think about this person and who are they and what are they about. You know, and I believe that it can also be a signature to who you are as a person. Yes. Everybody has a specific fragrance that makes them feel good. Everybody has a specific trail that they leave when they leave a room. And if you really are somebody who experiments with fragrance, you might find that a lot of the fragrances that you enjoy are kind of all fitting in the same spectrum. And that starts to speak to you. Have you ever had anybody say to you, if when you wear something completely different, and they say to you, wow, But that's not you,
Yeah.
you know?
Yes.
So I also think it's cool because it can be disruptive. You can be disruptive with just changing your fragrance.
Yes.
You can dress the same, you can do everything else, but you will make a statement.
Definitely.
So the interesting part is as well, is if you're going to do a gig and you're applying for the job, you feel more confident when you're wearing a red lipstick, right?
Yes.
You'll also feel more confident when you're wearing a fragrance that makes you feel powerful.
Definitely. Sure.
Right? Because you're making a statement.
Yes.
So I think it's also important that people understand that fragrance can be a weapon, but not of mass destruction.
Lady V, thank you so much. I'm learning a lot. I'm leaving
Good.
here, very knowledgeable when it comes to fragrances. Clock that. Thank you. But make sure to catch us on the next episode. Tell us, comment down below what you want us to talk about, what questions we should dive into, brands, whatever that you want us to talk about. Comment down below. Until next time, bye.